Yes, I'm going to be pressing recording. So your topic is very nice. I just have a little, changes in the topic, and you included a case study, which is very nice, which supports your thesis as well. Just what I have found is that the thesis in the after the conclusion and the discussion, it diverted from its real meaning. Let me just share the screen so then we can discuss thoroughly. Here we go. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So first of all, it's impact of currency devaluation on Colombian textile industry, and there's going to be a double column here, like this. Oh, sorry, like this double column. A case study of TopX SA, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a grammar mistake. It's affect, not effects. Plus, don't use the word several because you just use two approaches, theoretical approaches. Okay, one is elasticity and the J curve, right? And don't use
Yes,
the
sir.
word this paper. This is not a paper. Paper is just for 20 to 30 pages. This is a thesis, and it should be at least, with all the references, it should be at least 50 to 60 pages. Okay, so throughout this, thesis, you use this paper, this, right? The research paper. You can just use dissertation or thesis. Okay, don't use the word this paper. Okay, and there are some formatting mistakes. You need to do this justified. This is left align, go to here, and this is justified. Okay, you,
Okay.
you understand that what's going on
Yeah.
here? Yes, you use left align, use justified, and also follow the guidelines here, right? And here they are very good, good. You see, there is no
Yeah.
sub headings, sub bullets points. It's like that. You can see that here 1.5 methodology research question 1.4, but there is no like that. I hope
Okay.
you can do that. Okay, because presentation is also one of the factor in your success, right? Beside the novelty. Okay, the thing that you put methodology into this introduction is not suitable here. You should not write it down this methodology here. Okay, limitation you include
Okay.
here, very nice, but do not include this methodology here. You can use this methodology in methodology part, right?
Okay.
Good. Just take out this one and try to paste somewhere over there. Okay, so you didn't mention the source from which topic, which website, or where you just copy this one or you make by your own, right?
No, no, I
Put a
did that.
source here. And what does this ND mean?
Ending is that I could not find the date.
Don't worry about
The
that. Don't worry about that. What do we mean by this dictionary? Which dictionary you find out here?
that is dictionary.com.
Okay. Okay.
That I didn't find the date for that one. Then I put LD.
Okay. Then just mention here like dictionary. Okay. I think it doesn't look bad here. Okay. Good. See, this is too much tab here. Only one tab should be okay, not too much tab. Colombian textile industry, very nice. Monetary policy, okay. Added, inflation rates, good. Colombian peso,
This one. I need to put the source there. I think that's Bloomberg. I will
right?
put it. Yeah.
And also make it Like above there is one space and also there is a down one space like this, right?
Yes.
And also realign this one. This is not the suitable answer for this APA style. Like you put here, it should be like that here. Okay,
Okay.
you can double click here and you can go to the where is that? Is this picture, right? You can see the thorough, tight, square, right? On the top, you can use this align stuff, wrap it,
Yeah.
position, right? Whatsoever you can use, just try to do, use this, explore this one. I think you can find out easily here. If you cannot do that, then just make sure that it's on the empty space here, not inside the text. Okay, and also write it down the source. Yes. Again, the source. Now, you have mentioned elasticity approach and the J curve phenomena. And your topic is impact of currency devaluation, right?
Yes.
So this textile, the Colombian exports or imports?
Imports.
Imports. Very nice. Then it's good. Okay.
Because I didn't want to, if I concentrated in both, I felt that was going to be too disorganized because it was going to be too
Okay.
much information.
Okay. Then okay. I thought maybe you exports. Okay. When you imports, right? So then imports are not lucrative. Why? Because your currency is devaluing, and on the other side, prices are increasing, so you cannot afford that, right? Again, you use the word paper. Paper is not suitable for here. So you use this qualitative research. It means you are not using us in question which you can just scale 1 to 5, right? Well done. It's good. So
Paper again. I need to take off that one.
yes,
Research
that one as
paper.
well. I also include here interview structure. So you have mentioned the interview questions here. Where's that? Here. Okay. So put those questions in interview structure. That how you structure this interview.
Okay, interview structure.
Okay. I will send you this file. Don't worry about to write over there. Just focus here. Right? That and also in this interview structure, you also mention, see, or the paragraph that you write it down in introduction, the methodology over there, you have written that, the which background, which kind of background, the interviewees you selected. And you can mention that, okay, I asked these kind of questionnaires, right? In interview structure, you can also paste that. And also mention over there, you know, how, in data collection, you didn't mention that how many were like the interviewers.
A7. I think that is more. It's down. I should put it in data collection. I think I put it in the wrong place then.
Okay.
I think I put it
Then
somewhere
also
else.
mention here, data is collected from how many people? 7. So
Yeah.
do you have now? Did you have like one face-to-face interview or you have a panel interview with them?
I had with them, with four of them, I had face to face back then, and with three of them it will be a Zoom.
Okay. So did you write it down their individual response? I didn't find any individual response here.
I have some in my notebook.
Okay. Write it down here that if there are 7 people, write it down their name and their designation, right? For example, you talk about Mr. Allen comma, is a lawyer. Mr. Flam Flam Flam, they are like also writing down their designation. And in finding, the finding part is very, very, you can say that brief, very brief. You should explain it here. These are the findings. That's not right. Mention their individual response. You ask those questions, right? Write it down the question. For example, question 1, write it down their names, right? There are 7 names, and write it down their response in brackets.
And I should write for each question the response?
Yes. Question 1, 7 responses. Question 2, 7 responses. Question 3, 7 responses. Or if you can mention that you have a panel interview, right? Due to this pandemic, social, distancing is required. So I just, had with them a panel interview. I gave them, I asked them a time from whatsoever after, during the break or after this job. I sent them my Zoom link and they appeared on my Zoom meeting. So I just throw a question and then they give me this response, right? Then you don't need to write each one response, just write it down in your own words. When you're using in your own words, then do not use this inverted commas, right? But you need to write question here in bold, question 1 in bold, and then you write it down. The all 7 has told me or told the author or have their opinion like this. Make a paragraph, and you have to make 8 questions.
And
Right?
what do you feel of the case study? That what I did is with all the questions they gave me, I added it with all the information they gave it to me. I tried to put it in the topics case study.
So all these interviewees are from topics, right?
Yes, sir.
Or others?
No, they're all from topics.
All of them. If all of them are from topics, then you need to write it down, all these questions in topics. If not, then finding a separate, case study is separate. Your finding without case study is different, and then you apply those findings in the context of topics, then the finding is different. Right? For example, you ask 5 people that are not the employees of topics, you find out that, okay, they said like this. So whatever they said, it supports the discussion that I had with topics or not, right? Then you can just make finding, okay, I have found that, through my interviews, this, but when I applied this finding to the topics case study, it is contradictory. Understand? If all the employees are from topics, then you don't need to do this kind of comparison. Just mention that all the employees are from topics, and I had a panel interview. So at the same time, everybody is participating in the discussion, and the brief discussion that I had with every question is like that. So you mention the question, mention down their responses. And what you have to do in finding as well, make some kind of chart or table or whatever you find. You have the questions, you can draw like this. You have found these variables or these important factors that affect the currency, right? There are others that I found through literature, whether these factors confirm, for example, they find out that the loan prices are like that or whatsoever, the industry growth is decreasing. You can see the growth and whatsoever jobs, right? Taxes increase or decrease during this year or whatsoever. For example, you find out these one, and whether these supported your literature review or not. In literature review, there are also like growth, job, and taxes or not. If in literature review there are jobs and growth, but taxes is not, then you can mention that, oh, I found out another one.